What up, y'all? It's your man, yes, the Herman Star, back again with another video, and I'm here to do the general read for the sign of Libra. So if you have Libra in your chart, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this is for you. How y'all doing out there? Man, I'm bundled up because, it's been cold, man. It's cold indoors. Unfortunately, it's cold in April. So I'm gonna need y'all to watch these videos and subscribe and do all the good things to allow me to be monetized so I could get up out of here, move somewhere where it's warm 365, because this is nuts, this being this damn cold in April. But anyways, we have a few cards here. I will show you them right now. And then we'll shuffle some more as needed. Take what resonates, leave the rest per usual. We start off with the Eight of Swords here. I feel as though I'm definitely gonna need more cards for you, Libra. I'm not I have an idea, but I'm not quite sure on what the full picture is yet. But this is someone who pretty much is holding themselves back. Someone who is, your fears essentially are what's holding you back. And I do see that a bit here, where this could be maybe a fear of how you deal with money. Maybe. I say that because you have a Pentacles card here, but you also have another card that is also, I guess, one that is symbolic of fear, but also you letting go of said fear, or you needing to let go. We'll get there when we get there. But after the Eight of Swords, we have the Page of Swords, someone who is all talk essentially, right? Yeah, like I really do believe that, or I do see that there's a situation here with a Libra, or you might be watching, where I think you got plans, with your money. Like, I think you're someone that, you're very charitable. Let's just say that. And you would like to do things that benefit others with your money, right? It could be literally giving to charity more. It could be creating, maybe jobs, or creating a system to where other people can benefit financially from what you have created. And maybe that's a dream that you've had, right? Or some goal that you've had, but you haven't enacted on it yet, and it's all talk at the end of the day. And the reason why you haven't enacted on it yet is because you're probably waiting for it to be the perfect moment. You might have some Virgo placements in you, so I might be talking to a Libra Virgo, or a Libra with some Virgo placements here, because I think you're waiting on the perfect moment. It seems with that Eight of Swords, again, that starts off here. This is someone who's holding themselves back, right? Really, when we tell ourselves we're waiting for the perfect moment, it's really just us being afraid to make the first step. We're afraid to look like a novice. We're afraid to look like a stupid idiot, or, someone who doesn't know what they're doing. When it's like, how do you expect to get out there? Everyone, took that first step, and you don't have to look like an expert on your first step. Anyone that's expecting you to look like an expert or some flawless individual on your first step, when the experts don't always get it right. I mean, look at professionals. Look at professional singers, athletes, professionals in any field. There are definitely times where they've been doing their craft or doing something for, X amount of years, 8 years, 10 years, 15, 20, 30. And there are times where they still, they take a step and they mess up, or there are errors that happen. It just happens, But nonetheless, that could also be one of the reasons. Another reason is you're just afraid that things might fall apart. And again, you're in this perfectionist mindset that things have to go, perfectly. If they don't, then that's it. I'm done for, or my dreams has failed, right? I'm just saying, in like any case, like that's not true. And I'm not saying the cards say it's not true. Although I do get the picture of again, you necessarily holding yourself back. But I'm saying, like, you can't. No one has ever. I don't want to misspeak, but no one has ever like truly just ruined their whole career. Maybe some have, but there are far more success stories of people taking the first step, falling, or not being, failing, I guess, and then still getting up and still trying again. It's more of those stories than the person who took a first step absolutely blundered their whole career or their whole dreams or whatever the case is. It's more of the opposite actually happening. So if we're going based off of that, then the odds are going to be in your favor and anyone's favor, to be honest with you, where you're going to, as long as you keep going, you're more so going to lean on the side of the individuals who kept going and they succeeded, rather than the individual who tried once, failed, and then either never tried again, and that's why they never gained the success. Because you also got to understand why a lot of those blunder stories happen. It was people who failed, who took the first step, they fell, and they said, "I'm never doing this again. I'm never trying anything like this again." They continued on the safe route with their life, and that was their life, right? It wasn't because they failed and they were just incompetent, or like at least for I want to say, I don't know the percentages, but I feel as though there's a good portion of those folks where it's like you just didn't try again, and that's why you never succeeded at this thing or probably anything else. It's because you just didn't try again. You tried it once, you failed, things didn't go according to you, how you wanted it to go, and because of that, you just never gave it a try. Or again, they tried, they gave it their all, but instead of looking at it from the angle of I gave it my all, they looked at it from the angle of, I failed, something like that. And again, either never tried again, or they let that failure continue to loom in their head, to the point where every time they tried something, it was automatically a failure, right? The next card is the devil in reverse, covering up the naked bodies, of course. But this is someone who, it's a good sign of someone who is reclaiming their control, reclaiming their power, not allowing fear, not allowing anything that usually takes a hold of them to take hold of them. Simple as that. I wanted to, get you at least two more cards and make it a 6-card spread. What I jumped out is the 3 of Swords in reverse, someone who is healing, self-forgiveness as well. So yeah, I do like to see this for you, Libra. Maybe you forgiving yourself for the times you've doubted yourself, for all the time that you feel as though you wasted by being, again, the Page of Swords in reverse and just simply talking about, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, and then not executing on said plan. So that's a good sign to see. Let's see what is any last card for the tarot. Yeah, I mean, 8 of Pentacles, putting that work, developing skills. If this is something that you're very much passionate about, what I was describing with, again, that 6 of Pentacles, right? If it's something you're very much passionate about, let me pick up that 6 of Pentacles. If this is something you're very much passionate about, then put in that work to do so. It's not going to come quick. You're going to have patience. Again, like the 8 of Pentacles is also symbolized. You're going to have patience for yourself. You're going to have patience for the process as well, But again, if it's something you're very serious about and you really want to do, take that time, do it, put in that work. All right. So that's what I have as far as the tarot goes. We're about to get into the oracle right now. Before I choose a card, I would like to remind you to hit that like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Confirmations on confirmations over here with you, Libra, because your oracle card is right path. Just in case you wanted some more confirmations. You're going in the right direction. So just keep moving forward. Again, do I have to say it again? Yes, I will. Keep going. Having that patience for yourself. Just start. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, you behind the train tracks is in this, is the visual in this card. You're the conductor. Keep going. You're the one driving the train. So pull that lever, you know what I'm saying, and go. I've never ridden a train before. I'm not saying do it literally if that's not something you're passionate about, but metaphorically, you know what I'm saying? Pull that lever and go. So even if it's, again, this is whatever you're wanting to do is something that you've never done before, but obviously it's something you want to do, because I get that feeling it's something you genuinely want to do. Everything we want to do is something we've never done before at some point, and that didn't stop you in the past, so it shouldn't stop you now. So yeah, anyways, that's what I have for you for the month of April. Libra, if you got anything of value from this read, please hit that like. Once again, let me know in the comments how this is relative. Share this video to a Libra or anyone else you feel as though needs to hear this message, and subscribe as well. Until next time, until next read, thank you for trusting me for being your intuitive reader for today, or at least one of your intuitive readers for today. Take care.